What teams could shock us in the MLS playoffs? Because we all know the Union, LAFC, Austin FC.
Let me ask the chat. If you had $1,000 and you can only put it on one team heading into the MLS playoffs, one team from the West and one team from the East, who would it be?
Oh, I mean that's a different question, right? Because it's like you're gonna probably pick the favorites. No,
who?
Who'd
you pick?
The Union and LAFC. Why?
That's it? You don't think you would go with?
If I'm putting money, that's a different.
Christian's like,
I want to go
in my pocket.
I want to put it's a safe bet. Maybe invest.
How about okay? Fine. Only one team in all of MLS heading into the playoffs.
I mean. If I'm putting money, I guess probably LAFC.
Your head goes LAFC.
LAFC, yeah, because it just feels like such a strong squad, and they have such a deep bench that you would have to favor them.
Part of the reason why I would say if I had to pick, I might go with Union is again chip on their shoulder. I want to second guess their depth, but it's Jim Curtin.
No,
he's going to have anybody they got playing well.
They bring in a 14-year-old off the bench, and they're absolutely bossing
it. How many Aronsons do you got, bro?
Just an endless supply of Aronsons.
There's a Braxton Aronson? What is that? Brendan Aronson in a fake mustache?
A combination of Paxton and Brendan?
Damn, bro.
Let's ask this question: what team could be an actual surprise in MLS Cup? And I think
there's going to be so much pressure on LAFC. The chat is filled with LAFC. There's so much pressure because everyone's just like, it's yours. Those are the teams that get plucked out first round
in the Eastern,
by like Seattle Sounders or something.
In the Eastern Conference, I think Montreal have a real shot.
Ain't no one saying FC Dallas. FC Dallas just got whatchamacallit.
FC Dallas is cursed in the playoffs, bro.
They're just cursed.
I don't know what it is.
You gotta cover the stadium. Your fans are too hot, dog.
There's something every playoffs. There's something always goes wrong. But in the Eastern Conference, as far as who can shock you, I mean, look,
New York is also a great team and just got Matthias Pellegrini.
But it's not. That wouldn't be a surprise because they're the defending champions.
But they haven't been playing extremely consistent.
Sure. But I think Montreal can cause some problems in the playoffs, and also probably, and this might be a bit of a shock, but I think Miami,
the way that Pozuelo has changed that club completely.
I think could shock somebody. If they qualify for the playoffs, but I think they could probably get out of the first round.
What about the home of the bedbug, Minnesota United, bro?
Minnesota United were
probably not the nickname they want, but the bedbugs, bro.
Bro, when we did the show,
look, Paulo Nelson said Minnesota United.
Yeah, and when we were at the show, when we did the show in Minnesota, there was a guy that came in with a Minnesota United kid that said Heath out on
the despise this man.
Do you not like Harrison Heath, former player?
I know, right? His wife is a gem, Kaylin Kai. I love the two of them.
Why? What is the issue? Right. No, but a lot of people.
There's a candy distributor. Like they're not talking about the candy bar. Right?
There's a lot of people, in Minnesota. They're not
more like bling a soda. Chill,
that are not happy with Adrian Heath and the job he's doing. But you can't argue with the consistency that he's had with the team.
If they make a run of 3 wins in the playoffs, you won't be shocked.
Right.
If they win MLS Cup, I'll be shocked. Yeah. But if they win 3 games in the MLS playoffs, I'm not completely shocked.
Look, do they have the talent of some of the other teams in the Western Conference? No, they do not.
Do they have the tactics of some of the other teams?
No, but they find a way.
Yeah, they do. They're scrappy, bro. They're like inchy.
Hollow 401 said Orlando's going to be on high if they win the U.S. Open Cup.
Yeah, but see, this is the issue with U.S. Open Cup. They're going to celebrate the trophy, and there's such a collapse after that.
You think so?
Always. How you go from popping champagne to like, we got to get a win? We already won some, dog.
The one team.
That's like when my teacher in school was like, Alexis, you got an A on this test. I'm like, wrap it up.
The one team that.
Send me that report card. I'll show it to my mom, and we done for the year.
The one team I always feel bad about when it comes to U.S. Open Cup is the Philadelphia Union.
They said Harrison Heath is even worse.
He's currently, I believe, a scout.
Leave him alone, man.
But the Philadelphia Union, they've lost 3 U.S. Open Cups, and that's absolutely brutal. They're the Buffalo Bills of U.S. Open Cup history.
The Buffalo Bills, bro.
Wow.
Burned them. Dan Levitar fans right now like, how does that even mean? And there's no way to answer it. I honestly think of all the teams that I think could surprise, I also think we're not showing enough respect to Nashville.
I think we're showing the proper amount of respect to Nashville.
Hani Mukhtar.
But that's it.
What? Nah, you got to give Zimmerman some respect.
Nashville lost the other day to who? They lost to Minnesota. That's what they lost to Minnesota, and the complaint, the coach in the postgame was basically saying like, Hani can't do it all. He can't be the only goal scorer.
Right.
And you see it in...
But in the playoffs, you got one really good player and a strong defense. You're going to get far. It's the playoffs.
But, I mean, look, there's certain teams that have the ability to neutralize, your team's best player. Some teams do that better than others. I would argue like a team. I would say NYCFC is pretty good at neutralizing the other team's best player for the most part. I think
they also do it in a different way. They're going to keep you away from the ball.
Sure, possession, right? If you have
strong defenders, great on set pieces, great back line.
So like
incredible championship rings.
See, like
great decisions.
A team that gets neutralized very easily often is like a team like LA Galaxy, where you know who their scorers are, you know who the best players are, and people can find them. You might get burned once or twice, but just like the Seattle Sounders did, they're like, all right, we know who the danger's coming from, and let's try to neutralize it. So who else? As far as
are we not showing any respect to Austin?
No, but
is that an Austin shirt you wearing right now?
Yeah, this is the Austin anthem.
Shout out a bird using Uber.
It's like a bird on a record, right?
Is that a record?
A record. There we go. Anyway.
When was the last time you heard what a record scratch sounded?
Bro, I'm here to bring it back. Austin FC, would it be that much of a shock? Probably not, because they were fighting for a supporter shield spot. But given that
Thomas
they're such
19064 said they're overachieving, they're going to crash. They're in what, third place?
I don't know, man. Did you see
second place? How are you overachieving?
Did you see? You see how Brad Silver's playing, but you see Drewsy's going to be the MVP. I think. I mean, look, if anybody's not aware, we are voters in MLS MVP voting, and at the end of year awards. I don't mean to give away who I'm voting for MVP, but
they keep asking, who's this bedbug you keep writing in?
It's just just look at the numbers.
I know, dude.
I feel like you're not paying attention to the stats.
They stopped the strong attack.
Neutralized them,
bro.
Okay,
they've already got a trophy.
So look, Sebastian Juicy, I can't really see who else. I mean, I would say play like even Brandon Vasquez. I think Daniel Gazdag. There's other names in there. I'm not taking anything away from him, but Sebastian Juicy, what he's done with a new team, especially the team how poor they were last year.
The only thing more impressive is Pozuelo.
Is it more impressive?
Yes, because look at what happened when he goes to a different team. The shift in the confidence we all have in Inter Miami is as significant as what Driussi's done. I would say of the three names, I would say Mukhtar, Driussi, and you gotta think it might not be enough time. But if it would have happened a little bit early in the season, maybe. But Pozuelo, he's got to be in the conversation. I'll tell you who isn't, Shaqiri. Sorry, Nicole.
Thomas 19064 said, Gazdag MVP, do the right thing. Look, he's definitely my best 11. I'm not going to say no to that, but as far as just what Driussi's done to me is almost remarkable. It's like it's very, very impressive.
It's very good, but he's also surrounded by a better team than Hani is. So what Hani's done is more impressive to me. And Pozuelo came in and completely changed a cursed club, dude.
Christopher Alphaby said Reynoso got a shot at MVP.
Don't say shot around Reynoso.
Well, oh wait,
You don't remember the Thule thing?
he got what he do? He did something. There was something with a weapon. I don't know. Hopefully he's
We're not bringing it up. It was in his past. He's playing really well.
Anyway,
I think you were going to go with it. I think you were just going to let that live.
He's a spectacular player.
Absolutely incredible. And by the way, beloved in Minnesota.
Yeah, that was really cool to see.
Oh my God! It's like he's
there.
related to the bed bug. You know.
Damn, bro, this bed bug getting a lot of.
Getting a lot of love.
We're gonna end up on the wrong side of YouTube, bro. People are gonna be like
conspiracy.